Hello, bad boys. If you want to win a $50 Amazon gift card, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to enter our giveaway. UFC has discovered and brought up many talented fighters, but most of them are nothing compared to the war machine, Tony Ferguson. As Tony once said, "A fight is a fight, and I'm gonna bring it, every single time." And that's how it was since I was little. And that's true. When Tony gets inside the octagon, he lays down bodies and causes bloodshed. He's a nightmare to every fighter at the lightweight division. The Boogeyman brings pure violence in the cage, and you can see just what the opponent's faces look like after the fight. The curtains have been raised for most of his MMA journey. However, today, we will go through 10 things you didn't know about Tony Ferguson. 1. The origin of the alcoqui. Tony Ferguson can be seen smothering and punishing his opponents in the octagon. His violent style of fighting developed his nickname, alcoqui. Alcoqui is the Mexican boogeyman. However, the word cucuy is also an older variant of the word coco, which means pumpkin-headed ghost in Portuguese, a character used by Spanish parents to frighten children. No wonder that name perfectly suits Tony. After watching his fight with lightweight Anthony Pettis and what he did to the eye of Donald Cerrone, the boogeyman seems to always be hungry. 2. From changing his name to his unique upbringing. Tony Ferguson is of Mexican heritage, and his surname Ferguson comes from his Scottish-American stepfather. His real name is not Tony, but rather he is Anthony Armand Ferguson Padilla. When Tony's biological father left the picture, his mother remarried to his now stepdad. His stepdad was a competitor and always carried that competitive nature, which in turn developed the same instinct in Tony as well. It was his stepdad who originally made Tony to try out in combat sports and enrolled him in wrestling at a very young age. These skills early on in life helped Tony in his later wrestling and MMA professional careers. 3. Love for sports and early career. Tony was an athlete from the beginning. He was a 3-sport athlete at Muskegon Catholic Central High School in American football, baseball, and wrestling. He did not successfully complete his degree, but he was very successful in his wrestling career, winning National Collegiate Wrestling Association National Wrestling Championship in the 165-pound division. After college, Tony moved back to California, working in marketing and sales during the day and as a bartender at night. He got into MMA when a patron at the bar, who was a local MMA gym trader, noticed Tony's cauliflower ear and got him started down his infamous career path. And that's how an ear can change your life. 4. Start of MMA career and the Ultimate Fighter journey. Tony started his MMA career in a small organization in California in 2007. In his early career, he had a notable win over kickboxing champion Joe Schilling, and also had a loss to future WEC fighter Karen Darabedyan. After a record of 10-2 in professional MMA, he was accepted into the Ultimate Fighter Season 3. Tony competed as a welterweight on the Ultimate Fighter, Team Lesnar versus Team Dos Santos. In his first fight, Tony knocked out Justin Edwards via the first upkick KO in TUF history, and even in the first round. Tony then went on to defeat Ryan McGivory in the quarterfinals and Chuck O'Neal in the semifinals to advance to the final himself. 5. Tony's black belt legacy. With his unique style of grappling and submission, you would not be surprised to know that Tony Ferguson has earned his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It was given to him by the 10th Planet founder and coach, Eddie Bravo. But not only did he award Tony with a black belt, however, Bravo awarded him with his black belt. To add up more, not only did Bravo award Tony with his own black belt, however, the black belt itself was also given to Bravo by his instructor, Jean-Jacques Mercado. So, in the end, you would know that Tony Ferguson's black belt has been through at least 2 generations of instructors. Adding the legacy of the black belt to his own legacy would make his career all the more superior. 6. UFC career. Tony made his official UFC debut at the Ultimate Fighter 13 finale against Ramzi Najam. Tony went on to win the Ultimate Fighter 13 and UFC contract by defeating the gem by knockout in the first round. Tony then went on a rampage, having notable wins over fighters such as Yves Edwards, Edson Barboza, Donald Cerrone, and Anthony Pettis. His win over Kevin Lee made him the interim lightweight champion after his struggle to get that spot for a long time. Tony's first UFC loss came against Michael Johnson at UFC on Fox 3 via unanimous decision, and then the second loss recently, after almost 8 years, to the top lightweight Justin Gaethje via TKO. This loss spoiled the most anticipated Tony vs. Khabib fight that got canceled 5 times. 7. Restraining order against Tony. Tony is married to Christina Ferguson and also has a son, Armand Anthony. Unfortunately, things went wrong in March 2019 when Christina filed a restraining order against Tony for having uncharacteristic behavior such as severe paranoia, tearing apart their fireplace, not sleeping for days, and believing that a tracking chip was inserted into his leg during his knee surgery. Christina did not claim any form of abuse from Tony and claims that the restraining order was filed merely as a precautionary measure to help Tony's mental state. In April 2019, Tony's wife dropped the order, and he then resumed his career in the octagon. For an elite fighter to go through this must be quite unbelievable and painful. 8. Weird situations for Tony getting out of the Khabib fight. A series of Khabib Nurmagomedov injuries, from a broken rib to complications with the weight cut, had ruined the much-anticipated Tony v. Khabib fight twice. However, Tony was also pulled out twice from him fighting Khabib with some weird situations. When the fight between them was rebooked, Tony pulled out just 11 days before, complaining about a lung issue and having blood and fluid in the lungs, making it uneasy for him to breathe. The Tony v. Khabib fight was again booked at UFC 223, but it was canceled as Tony tripped off a wire during a pre-fight media obligation, causing a freaking knee injury, which tore his fibular collateral ligament. This fight has turned out to be the most cursed fight in UFC history, and when again at UFC 249, the bout was canceled yet again due to the coronavirus pandemic. 9. Tony ankle-picking Fabricio Werdum. Tony is the type of guy that picks a fight with almost anyone. His freaking fighting style and violence in the cage threatens everyone at the lightweight division. However, at the UFC 216 media lunch, things went too far when Tony literally warned Fabricio Werdum to ankle-pick him. Fabricio Werdum, an ex-heavyweight champion, and Tony were together at the media lunch when Tony told Werdum to shut up. Werdum was furious about this, and a heated verbal exchange began between them. Werdum picked up a chair in his rage when Tony said, "Shut up before I ankle pick you." Boogeyman does not care, even if the opponent weighs 100 pounds more than him. 10. Tony's accomplishments. Tony has taken his name to the skies of the MMA universe. There is a lot he has already conquered and accomplished. In his amateur wrestling career, Tony became NCAA National Champion in 2006, NCAA All-American in 2006 and 2007, North Central Conference Champion in 2006 and 2007, and then he went on to become Michigan High School Athletic Association Division IV State Champion. When he signed into the UFC, Tony had already had great success in MMA, winning the Ultimate Fighter 13 and interim UFC lightweight champion. He had been rewarded Fight of the Night 6 times versus elite fighters such as Barboza, Pettis, Cerrone, Gaethje, Rafael dos Anjos, and Lando Venata. Tony has also received both Knockout of the Night and Submission of the Night 1 time, and Performance of the Night for 3 times. He also has the longest winning streak in the UFC lightweight division of 12. At the World MMA Awards, Tony was awarded the 2018 Fight of the Year versus Anthony Pettis. This record says it all for Tony Ferguson. After suffering his second loss in UFC against Justin Gaethje, Tony was emotional, but this loss also motivated him in many respects. To remain unbeaten for 8 years may have been easy, but bouncing back after a first loss is tough. Tony is the type of guy with toughness personified, and he will definitely come back with the same unorthodox and unique style to get the taste of UFC gold. El Cucuy never dies, and Tony has proved it in overcoming his mental issues. He may have been knocked down, but the Boogeyman cannot be kept on the ground for long.